and also equity instrument. Okay, that instrument, equity instrument, that will be amortized fair value, and equity will be fair value and also fair value. So in the book, they tell you equity is fair value. Never amortize. Equity confirm fair value, but fair value through profit and loss or OCI only. So amortized cost, fair value. This is when you meet the two conditions: business model and cash flow test. Direct opposite mirror image of financial liability, amortized cost. Okay? Mirror image. Fair value we don't go through. Skip. Any increase, decrease, also go to P&L. We skip. Financial asset equity, both also fair value. One is fair value through profit and loss or OCI. So by default, it's always your profit and loss. But if you want to measure them at OCI, if they are not held for trading, means not for buy and sale, meaning it's for long term. And the company, means the company, when they buy the share, they make an irrevocable election at initial recognition, means at the beginning when they recognize, they make an election to recognize any movement in the share price through OCI. Then any changes means any movement. Okay, $100 and the price went up to 120. The 20 will go to OCI rather than P&L. Irrevocable election. So they make an election, just like, and this cannot be revoked, cannot come back. So it's, what they do is they have a meeting, okay, and they agree that this one, any increase or decrease, will go through OCI. Okay, long term. So that is to collect that. Therefore, we can measure them in OCI. It is quite similar to PPE. When we invest long term, increase, decrease, we go to OCI, revaluation surplus. Okay, short term, buy and sell, gain or loss, go to P&L. So we have this example here, whereby we look at the difference between P&L and OCI, the treatment, especially on the transaction cost. In February, the company purchased $20,000 $1 equity share at a price of $4 per share. How much is the total value? $4 by 20,000, so 80,000. The transaction cost is 2,000. You pay 80. You have to pay the transaction cost, commission, brokerage fee, stamp duty. The remainder, you have to pay the money. At the end, you see February you bought, year end it was traded as at 550. So the price actually went up from 4 to 550. And a dividend of 20 cents per share was also received. No difference as in the treatment, whether it is fair value through profit and loss or OCI, dividend confirm income. What is your total dividend when you receive 20 cents? One share 20 cents. So your dividend is 4,000. So dividend confirm 4,000 income. No issue. But now our concern is the price has increased. Okay, price has increased. Good. How do we treat this increase here? Profit and loss or OCI? It depends. So here, share were bought for trading purpose. Trading means for buy and sell, short term. Therefore, P&L. Correct. P&L. How much is the profit? you buy, it was 80. How much is it worth now? It's worth 110. So you make 30,000. So your asset will increase by 30, your income 30. So can you see here? 30 income. It's under P&L. And the dividend confirm income. And what do you do with the transaction cost? You charge. Okay, how you see here, when it's through profit and loss, the expenses also profit and loss. Repeat. Transaction cost through profit and loss, then fair value through profit and loss, the transaction cost profit and loss. That's why you can see expenses here. Then the next one, OCI. So this one settled. Now, the value went up by 30,000. The dividend confirm SPR 4,000, same. But what do I do with the 30,000 increase? If it's for here, the share was bought as a source of dividend. So you want to earn some dividend income from this investment, long term. And your company make an irrevocable election and initial recognition to recognize them at the OCI. So any increase or decrease go to OCI. So the 30,000 will go to OCI 30. Okay, no issue. But what do you do with the transaction cost? Transaction cost, because it's long term, you can capitalize. You don't charge the PM, capitalize as your asset. So how much is your investment now? 112, because the 2,000 is capitalized asset. Long term, yes. So two different. 30,000, one is P&L, one is OCI. Another one is transaction cost, because it's fair value through profit and loss, P&L. The transaction cost, P&L. But if it's OCI, transaction cost include as part of an investment cost. Asset. Will be low and high. No, the classification. Now we focus on classification. One is P&L, one is OCI. And then what happened to the transaction cost? One is P&L, one also straight to the asset, capitalized. Is it okay? Now, one common mistake, you don't do this. Because we buy 80,000, and it's now 110, correct? And then your investment transaction cost is 112. You don't do this. You buy, it was 80. And then it went up to 110, but you don't do this, because 2, therefore 82. And what is the value now? 110,000. Therefore, the increase is how much? 28. Never do this. Huh? You see, 80. The correct one is 80. And went up to 110. So the increase is 30. Correct? Buy 80. Now it's 110. So up 30. So the increase or decrease don't include the transaction cost. After that, only you add your transaction cost. 112. Never 80,000 when I buy. We say capitalize, right? You're going to take 80 plus 20, 82. What's the value now? 110. Oh, so it went up only by 28. Wrong. The transaction cost don't include. Okay, it should be included as my investment, but it should not be included as my, when you calculate the initial up down. Okay, done. Okay, so we're going to do one or two questions from here. I tell you to go back and read from this one, right? Done. You did, huh? So let's look at this one here. So basically, this one is written by one of the writers, who is actually teach F7 and P2 the old syllabus. So basically, this one here is on the share premium equity instrument. You can go back and read. Share premium issue cost discussed before. Cannot. Financial liability, amortized cost, fair value through profit and loss. So amortized cost, fair value through profit and loss. So we have an example here, quick one. Lexman raised finance cost by issuing zero coupon bond. Means interest is zero. In current period with a nominal of 10,000, 0%, 10,000. Sounds good? Borrow money, no need to pay interest. Zero interest. The bond then will be redeemed in 2 years' time at 1 premium or 114. Means I'll pay back in 2 years' time. I have to pay back how much? Means I received 10,000. I'll pay back 11449. I don't pay any interest at all. Okay, so zero interest, but sounds good. But actually, do I pay anything here? Yeah, I redeem back more. So effectively, there is an interest. How many percent? 7%. On the surface, is 0%, but actually, it cost me 7% for this loan. Okay, so financial liability, amortized cost, we start with how much? 10 plus something like the actual rate for this loan. Discount, issue cost, and the premium, yes. So now, no discount, no issue cost, capital balance 10, correct? What do I do after that? Plus effective 7% will be 700, minus interest paid 0. So 10700. Expenses and liability. You look at the answer here. They do it this way, horizontal. Plus 7% minus. So this by SPL, SFP. Bring down, plus 7% again. 0 interest, 11449 is the redemption. Okay. Yeah, second year. So this loan effectively cost me 7%. Done. Let's look at compound instrument. Oh yeah, page 116. You can see this diagram here. Financial liability and equity. What is missing? 116. Asset is missing, right? The one I draw for you. So the asset is actually here. So I already combine for you. Financial asset, debt instrument, and equity instrument. So it's already combined here. Okay. Actually, I get from there, I put it here. It's the same thing. Hmm? I tell you how important is it for your FR paper. Okay, not so later. So you don't spend too much time on reading on those not necessary one at this level. Cannot because you are focused on exam focus. But this standard is definitely very important for SBR. Whatever we covered here is probably 40% of what you should know in your SBR. Okay, so if you are okay with this, the calculation, the theory part confirm you forget one. The calculation you get some idea first. Now you go up SBR. When the lecturer do some, yeah, you still got on the simple one because you bring in the more difficult one, hedging. Okay, you got credit risk, you got financial asset. We have impairment of financial assets, so that will be covered the other 60%. So we try to strengthen on this 40%. If this one also know, then you go high level when they focus on this. This one also trouble already. How are you going to focus on this? So F7 focus on the calculation, equity, debt, compound instrument, amortized cost. Okay, we look at the this one, page 117, compound instrument. The keyword here is a convertible, right? So what must we do? Find liability, and equity. The effective rate of interest for instrument is 8%. Effective. You see, the convertible is 3%. We give them an option to convert. That's why we charge only 3%. We pay only 3%. Borrow money, pay 3%, but actually without, we should be paying 8%. The term of convertible bond is that the holder of the bond on redemption date has the option to convert the bond to equity. They have the option to convert into our bond, our share, rather than being repaid in cash. Transaction costs can be ignored. Graham Gooch will account for the financial liability using amortized costs. Yeah, liability, amortized, P&L. So now they want amortized. Transaction costs will be ignored because transaction costs will be asked in your SBR. So this one actually not too difficult, but it's not in our syllabus. So how many years is 2 years? I borrow 200,000 convertible. Find liability, then equity. To find liability, cash flow. Years 1, year 2. What's my cash flow? Yes. On the liability side? Yeah. 202. How do we get 202? Oh, eh? No. It's the interest, how much you pay? How much is the interest you're going to pay on this loan? Every year you'll be paying 3%, 6,000. You borrow 200,000, right? And then they have the option to convert in 2 years' time. So first of all, I must pay interest. Second year also must pay interest. Then what do I do second year? If they convert, means I have to pay back. Oops. 200,000. Okay. So to find the liability, this is my liability, cash flow liability. Up. So to find the liability today, we discount how many percent? Okay, we look at the answer here. 6,000 discount 1.08. 206 we discount 1.08. Do you understand how to get this? The factor? normally will be given. So this is the 555 and also 176 542. Add up is 182,098 here. So this is my liability. Therefore, the balance is my equity. Correct. Balancing figure. What's the double entry to record this? Debit bank. %, 200,000 convertible and credit equity option. Haven't issued yet, that's why it's equity option. If issued means equity share. So I got equity and I got liability. Equity is 17, liability is 18, 182. What do I do with equity? No remeasurement. And 182, the question says we have to amortize. So 182, I squeeze it here because the answer at the bottom right. So the capital balance is 182,098 plus effective is 8% minus 3%, which is 6,000. So you can see plus and minus, this is SPL, this one SFP. Next page. 3%, this one is the 3%. Yeah. If you calculate using this one, because this one they use 3 decimal, so you're out by maybe $100 or less. So if the question gives you discount factor, you use the discount factor. Don't calculate this way. Of course, this one the more accurate one. This one because you use only 3 decimal. Done. Financial instrument settle. Can you try page 122, question 2?